Hey everybody! What's going on?
We're the Nintendo Power Couple. Welcome to Funsies and our Onesies Live. I'm Felia.
Woo, and I'm Danny, and we are so excited. We've been waiting for this day for a long time. I got Eevee with me.
I'm trying to get Pikachu to hang out on my shoulder like in the game.
It is launch day, guys, for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee on the Nintendo Switch. A really cool thing happened today. We got a little care package from Nintendo that had these hats in it. These plushies, 2 copies of the game so we can play Pikachu and Eevee, and the which I have over here, the Pokeball Plus accessory, which we'll showcase today. So it was like a Christmas.
It was a huge surprise. We're not expecting it at all, and we are so grateful. Thank you so much, Nintendo of America.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's.
It was above anything we would have ever expected. Like opening the box and seeing these super adorable little babies in there.
Yeah, we got.
How cute are these? And the hats and everything. It was just so great. So thank you so much, Nintendo.
I think on our Switch friend code, I think there's most of the people are playing Pokemon Let's Go right now, which is really, really cool. So I see a lot of Team Eevees, Team Pikachus in our chat. I see, oh no, Andy's sick. Lord Drieg is sick today.
No.
So I hope we can help you feel better today with our stream. We're gonna just showcase. We were trying to figure out how to cover this game today.
Pikachu just sent you a hug, Andy. I hope you feel better.
Cause we played it ourselves. I'm playing Eevee. You're playing through Pikachu.
Yeah.
We got up to the first gym. But we were thinking about just starting from the beginning on a third file, just to show you guys kind of how the game sets up, how it walks you through. So for those who are looking into picking up the game, it should be a good way. We could show you guys how the
intro. That's really cute.
Yes.
And kind of see like how they set it up this time around, and how the battle mechanics are different.
The Pokeball Plus.
As well. Yeah.
We'll do co-op. We'll do on same screen co-op, and then maybe we'll jump into our files. You have your Switch with you right here.
I do.
And we could show you guys maybe a Pokemon battle between the two of us, or some trading.
Of course you would want a Pokemon battle because you're way better at it than I am.
Well, what's cool is that when we tested out before the Pokemon battle, you can choose to have it set at everybody the same level. So our Pokemon were all level 50s. It's just that you keep the moves that you've taught your Pokemon.
Yeah.
So it was a kind of a cool way to do it.
So you could kind of like work the strategy based on the moves rather than the level, which I kind of like. It kind of gives everybody an even playing field a little bit.
So I see Firelight Topher. Welcome to our chat. What's going on, everybody? So now Pokemon Let's Go, just to give you guys a heads up, Pokemon Let's Go is only playable on handheld mode, left Joy-Con only, right Joy-Con only, or the Pokeball Plus. There's no Pro Controller support, and there's no 2 Joy-Con in the Joy-Con grip support. So we'll show you guys.
We'll talk about that and how it works and the pros and cons of it as well.
Chicago, what's going on? Okay, so we're going to jump in. The beginning is really cool. So what we have queued up right now is Eevee. So we're going to be showing off beautiful Eevee's game. So let's jump in. I'm going to be starting with the Joy-Con real quick, and I'll show you guys. We'll do the Pokeball.
Deal.
So let me...
Hope you are all having a great Friday. Happy Friday. So glad the weekend is here, right?
Yes, I'm so glad the weekend's here.
Is anybody hanging out with like family and stuff for this weekend? Thanksgiving is coming up.
Thanksgiving?
Like, it's getting into the holiday season. It's really exciting. Today felt like Christmas with all this stuff from Nintendo. It really did.
So here's the first screen. I'm actually I'll do the Pokeball Plus to show you guys. So the Pokeball Plus, just to show you, there's a ring. I don't know if you guys could see it. There's a little black ring that goes on, your index finger or middle finger, or whatever's more comfortable for you. You can also put the wrist strap. I think does the wrist strap maybe go first? I think the wrist strap goes first. So let me put the wrist strap on.
And then you can secure it to your ring finger, or your middle finger, whatever.
Put the ring on, and then the ball kind of stays comfortably in your hand. So you hold it where your index finger or middle finger will be on the top. There's a button, a red button on the top, and then the control stick is your A button, I guess. So we'll show you guys right now. This is the screen that tells you these are the controller options. So I know Chicago was asking. There was no Pro Controller or dog grip controller support. These are the 4 options. So if I press the button, let's see if this works. It lights up, and hopefully it connects. It does. Okay, so we're connected. So this is the beginning of... you can check the details. It'll tell you So the control stick is the select, pressing the control stick confirms, shake is for other buttons, like there's a Y button, so if you shake the controller, it counts as the Y button, and then to quit is the, or back out of anything, like a B button is the top. So let's confirm.
I see Chicago said it's Firelight's birthday on Sunday, and they're going to go on a
Ooh.
hike. I hope the weather holds out for you guys, and happy birthday,
Happy
Firelight!
birthday!
Happy birthday! Actually, I think for my birthday, we did a hike too. It was really nice. Sometimes it's just the best to spend some family time together.
So even though we played already, this is the intro. It's adorable.
So sweet. Don't
I
you
like,
just
yes, there
wanna
was a
hug
wrist strap.
Eevee?
I just love that there's the Nintendo Switch with the Joy-Con.
On the table, yeah.
So this is how it'll start up when you guys start up the game.
And this is pretty like a basic beginning. If you do Let's Go Pikachu, it's the same thing, but with Pikachu. So it's not like you're missing out on like a different scene or anything.
Yeah.
Which I'm always like worried about.
Yeah, it's essentially just either Pikachu or Eevee. We actually played and watched. We did Pikachu
Both,
first.
yeah.
We watched it on the TV, then we switched the games out. So here's Professor Oak with my new Eevee. So his name is Oak. I want to say, so real quick, I see the Chicago stream's a little messed up. Really?
Aw, man.
Let's
The
see if
video
it...
capture's doing something weird, or is it just me?
Is it still looking weird, guys?
Come on, Elgato, not again! I feel like everything...
It looks like it's running smooth on our end right here. Is it still... Oh, Christ. Oh, it seems better now. Maybe it was just a little hiccup it had.
Let us know if it happens again.
Yes.
And I see Ryan was saying he's gonna go see his kids tomorrow. That
is
exciting.
awesome.
Maybe you can play Pokemon with them.
So we're gonna name ourselves. So we'll just, because this is, I'm not gonna keep this. So here's the cool thing. You could do gender.
I love this. I love that it's so customizable.
And you could pick skin tones, and then you could have a darker skin tone, lighter, and different colored hair, and for the boy and the girl. So which is really cool. So we'll go basic for this one.
Okay.
What should we name him? It just take up during the Eevee part. That is weird.
Okay.
I think Elgato is Team Marshall.
Seriously.
No, we'll name him Marshall. This will be
Name him Marshall.
This is right. This is gonna be our trainer is Marshall.
Oh my gosh.
Oops. Well, and I'll tell you, that is one thing that when you go to select with the control stick, sometimes you select by pushing up by accident. So if you see me press the wrong button,
it takes a little getting used to.
Yes, it does. I will tell you that.
Especially because it's the A button, essentially, so you'll see when you're walking around, if you're picking up something or reading, like, a sign or something.
Like he's Marshall.
I was accidentally actually, like, trying to push down, but pushing down and forward a little bit, and it kind of messed it up a little bit. So it takes a little bit getting used to the Pokeball Plus.
So this is our rival, and if he's a friend now. A rival is a friend in this one.
So in my game, I named him Gary for the original throwback, original Pokemon. I think you named him Gary too.
I did, yeah.
So, what are you gonna name him?
He's Felia.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Marshall's
Marshall
rival would be Felia, right? I think that is
unbelievable.
I think Marshall had a rival that he was competing with. It'd be Felia.
Unbelievable. You should have named me the Pokemon Master and then him Marshall then.
His name is Felia.
Maybe if I cut my hair, I'll look like that.
Like, Marshall, my boy, your very own Pokemon tale is about to unfold.
And I noticed in this one, Gary, or your rival, or Felia in this case, is more friendly than like the throwback original Gary was kind of like salty. He's very friendly in this one, so it's more like you're going on a journey together rather than pitting each other against each other. Which you decide if you like that or not. I kind of miss spicy Gary.
I think it is essentially Chicago, a remake of Pokemon Yellow. That's what we've been finding so far with it. It's the same, you're going through the same towns. We ended up getting up to, I think it's Pewter City with Brock, but we haven't, that's the first gym, I think, that we've come across, and we haven't. Yeah. That's where we stopped off today. So I like that you're in the room. You have a couple things. You can click on the Nintendo Switch. It's a Nintendo Switch connected to the TV.
OG Gary was a jerk.
Yes.
He was.
So I like that they have, I'm going to get it wrong. It's not Nidoking, is it, Nidorino? Is that what it is? Versus Gengar? Is that the original poster from the original Game Boy opening when they jump at each other? Yeah. They have a poster on the wall. So you can actually click.
And I think it's Nidorino on the calendar as well, which is really cute.
So.
It's like the 8-bit version.
So Felia emailed Marshall. So this is what you wrote to Marshall. Hey Marshall, so here's what you know as a trainer. Press the A button, you can talk to kinds of people, and if you tilt the control stick, you can run. So the X button you can press and open up your main menu. So I'll show you guys that. So that we have nothing except for just the save function, which we can just save right now. So we'll save our progress.
But you get access to it really quickly.
And I like the card that they give you. They tell you how many Pokemon you catch. They show you all the gym leaders and the badges, so you can keep track, total playtime and money. So I think it's very well done. Just again to show you this, you can't see it on our screen, but it says the Y button is to go to the options menu. So I have to actually shake the Pokeball. And that's how I get to this, because that is the Y button. And here's where you can do Pokemon Go settings. We could change our controller, the text speed, battle effects. We can...
oh my gosh, I totally do not pay attention to menus. I need to change the text speed to faster.
Yes. Movie skipping, background music. So you can do a whole bunch of different things there. So let's see.
I see Lord Drake was saying that he named his rival Flint, and he should have named it Marshall.
Right? Marshall would have been amazing.
Maybe you could name one of your Pokemon Marshall. The most annoying one.
Like, Felia, good morning, Marshall. Like, it's really, look how kind you guys are to each other. This is what it really was like.
You've got a weird face on, Marshall. Yeah, Marshall has a weird face all the time. Oh, Pikachu, don't go!
Today's finally the big day. We're going to get to our first Pokemon from Professor Oak and become real-life trainers. Before we do... we have to check our email, which we already did, so...
we did the
Modern Clicks! Already. Hey, what's going on, Modern Clicks?
Hi.
I see Seraphin's in. What's going on? We were jumping into the beginning of Pokemon Let's Go. We're going to be playing on this file, and I guess if we stream this in the future, we'll just keep continuing off of this file. It'll be the journey of Marshall versus Felia.
Why'd you have to do that? So we're stuck with this the entire time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I see Nick is saying, I already used my Pokeball Plus for Pokemon Go, and it's so cool.
I have to use it for Pokemon Go.
Pokestops automatically. That's the one thing we haven't gotten a chance to try, is using it in Pokemon Go.
So Felia asked you to give the two of your Felia asked the professor to give the two of you Pokemon of your own, didn't he? So that is our mom. So let's go outside now.
Mom is so cute.
So we were saying before that we actually really like the graphic style of this game. I know people were saying like it was too cartoony. I feel it fits perfectly with Pokemon.
It's too cartoony, or you go to the movie and it's too nightmare. What did they call it?
Nightmare Fuel?
Nightmare Fuel. Like, what do you want? What can make you happy, internets?
Seraphin, awesome! Thank you for the bits.
Oh, thank
I see
you
Modern
for the
Clicks. I tried to pair the second Pokeball to the Switch. Been trying for the last 90 minutes. To join my Disguises game. So you have two Pokeball Pluses, and you're trying to get two Pokeball Pluses on one file?
I guess for the second player to play as a Pokeball as well.
I wonder if you can.
That's a good question.
Because let's see, I don't know.
We only have one, so we haven't been able to try it ourselves.
If you shake that up real quick, do you drop in? Not yet.
No. Maybe you have to get through like the tutorial beginning part of it, and then we'll try it again.
So I see Seraphin's got some updates. We'll have to check out some updates in a little bit. I see how everything's going. It's good news. Let's get to our Pokemon. Let's get our Eevee. And there they go, all the Pidgeys.
Aw, Pidgeys, don't leave.
So what we found out in the beginning is that Oddish and I can't. What is the name of the other one? The one that's the Bell.
Is it Bellsprout?
I think so. That one is is exclusive only to each one. Yeah. So this one and Eevee will be getting. I think it's.
So Oddish is on Let's Go Pikachu, and Bellsprout is on Let's Go Eevee.
Yes.
Yeah, because we traded. Victory Bell.
The website says you can, huh? See, I've never, because we only have the one Pokeball, so I've never tried. We'll have to see if any of our friends have two Pokeballs and how they did it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna show you guys. So here's a wild Eevee, and we're using the Pokeball Plus. So it's gonna be kind of by the mic right here, so you should be able to hear the sounds that come out from the Pokeball, which is it's my favorite part of the Pokeball actually. So to throw the Pokeball and catch Eevee. So you can also do it with a Joy-Con, and when you play handheld, we've also played handheld today each.
Yeah.
And handheld, you can actually move the
and
it around
you can see the environment. You
Yep.
can look up into the sky and look like, you know, on both sides and kind of follow the character a little bit. Because as the game progresses, you will get characters that kind of hop around the screen, so you might actually have to follow them.
Yes.
We haven't gotten to that yet, but I know it does happen.
So let's see. So when you press get ready, that's when you're ready to throw the ball. Oops. I think I waited too long. Okay, so here's the sound. Let's see if it sounds. So we have so that's the start up. So you can throw or waving, but don't forget your surroundings. You can wave the Joy-Con around all over the place. So you have to kind of. So for those of you who played Pokemon Go, I know I think the green circle stops when you throw the ball, and this one it doesn't. So you have to kind of time it.
You're
Yes.
so good at throwing it. I was trying to do it before, and it keeps like going sideways.
Let's see if he's in. Yeah, so Eevee's in there.
You got him.
So Eevee is now in our Pokeball, and it does rumble. It lights up. It does the around the control stick does light up. It rumbles as you're catching them, and then when you catch them, the sound of the Pokemon does come out of the Pokeball Plus.
And it lights up the color of
Yes.
whatever type of Pokemon you captured. So Pikachu would be yellow.
And Eevee would be, I think it's normal, so I think he's just white.
Oh, okay.
But
I haven't paid attention to that yet. Ooh.
So I like how Eevee does not want to be in the Pokeball, kind of like Pikachu in the anime. So we're gonna show you guys in a little bit. Once we can start catching other Pokemon, we could bring player 2 in, and we'll show you guys how you could drop in a second player right on the same TV, and they share your Pokemon with you. So whichever Pokemon you're not using next in your roster and your party is the second player's Pokemon that follows them, which is really cool.
And I see Ryan is saying, warning to the kids, don't throw your controllers. That's why it's good that there's the wrist straps, and the Pokeball Plus has the wrist strap and the little ring that goes around your finger. It's really secure to you.
Like Chicago, some adults need that warning too. Okay, so let's see. So wait, Marshall, you caught it yourself. So that's our Eevee. So let's go get our Eevee. We thought of a good name for Eevee. Hopefully it'll be able to fit.
Oh yeah.
So that's what we're gonna name this Eevee in this file. Let's see. Well, my boy, this is it. So we're gonna run over here. Oops. And again, it does take a while to get used to the control stick, because like I said, when you go to press down a button, sometimes it doesn't register as a press if you move it just a little bit.
If you touch one of the other Pokeballs, what happens?
Oh,
you didn't do it.
Did you do it before?
Yeah,
Did you try
he just hops up and down and tries to get your attention. The Pokeball hops up and down.
So here is adorable.
I want an Eevee so bad.
Right? Like I would love to go find a wild Eevee and bring it inside.
That's basically a puppy, maybe?
Yeah, I would say.
We need to go get a puppy.
I like the little.
We need to go to the shelter immediately.
Yes.
I see, before it leaves chat, I see Seraphim was saying that he's got some updates that they were, I was trying to get it, that they were both in class, and I was asked a question. I said, I don't know, skip me, because I didn't know. And then they both looked at each other and silently laughed. But then they noticed that neither of them wanted to look away. So, ooh, that's so great. And
I like
sounds
that.
like good updates. I'm glad that you guys are like starting to build a bond and getting a little bit closer. All sounds great.
Let's see if this fits.
All good news.
So let's see if this fits in here. And yes, I've been using, so there is a Mew in the Pokeball, and we can confirm that you can only use it once. We tried to use the Pokeball in your file and give you Mew as well, and it says that the Pokeball is now empty. So
we tried a little sneaky way to get me and Mew as well, but it didn't work.
So we are going to name this guy Eevee Wonder, if it works.
Eevee Wonder.
Eevee Wonder, there you
like
go.
That, if you guys get it, I don't know.
So
Eevee Wonder.
Eevee Wonder has been added to our party. So
now
Eevee
we need
Wonder.
to get like super cool sunglasses for him, and he'll be ready.
Eevee Wonder.
And like a cool hairdo.
And then your rival takes Pikachu. So if you have Pikachu, your rival takes Eevee, right? Like you have your rival's Eevee in your game?
Yes. Yep.
So let's see. He's going to want to battle me, I think. Oh, he's going to ask us for our help. It is a very pretty game. I'm glad you guys like the name. So we are getting the Pokédex right now.
Yeah, I really love how it looks.
Yeah.
Especially the cutscenes and stuff. And you'll see when we get into a battle, it's really, really cool.
The battles are really exciting.
All the little, like, it's sort of like how Sun and Moon had those little cuts between, like, the camera moving around your battle while you're selecting and stuff. But it's even better. Like... Especially now that you can...
Very cinematic, very action.
It is, yeah. And now that you can play it on your TV, like on your huge HD TV, it's really, really nice.
Yeah, so we've been kind of all over the place today because we've been playing it on our TV, we've been playing it handheld,
yeah,
we tried the Pokeball Plus. The one criticism I will say for the Pokeball Plus is that, and I don't know if anybody in chat, if there's other ways to do it, but I know there's certain buttons that I can't get on the Pokeball Plus. Like when you check your Pokédex, you can press the start button to make the Pokemon make a sound. Press the R button to move Pokemon around in your party. And there's none of that on this. You can only shake, press the control stick or the top button. The buttons that you can't do aren't game-breaking buttons that you absolutely need. So... there might be some workarounds for them, but it's something to keep in mind that you, when you're playing with the Pokeball Plus, you won't have all options available to you in menus.
And I think it's a shame because I think they could have probably easily fixed that with just having like a cursor, like a finger pointer going through the menus that you could just do a single click to select, or the top of the Pokeball Plus to back out of it to help you navigate through the menus. Might have been a little bit easier. But if you guys have seen any information, if you know there's a way to like...
Hey, Yakwiser, what's going on?
Let us know.
Yeah, the Pokeballs are actually pretty easy to come by. You can buy them. Sometimes your Pokemon sniffs them out. Like, you'll walk around and your partner Pokemon will go find them for you.
You actually can also find, like, just like in Sun and Moon, when you're exploring, you'll find the little Pokeballs kind of... scattered,
Mom gave us a town map.
scattered around when you're exploring, and sometimes those are like a set of 5 Pokeballs. So yeah, there's lots of ways to get them.
Like safe travels, you and Eevee Wonder will be good to each other.
Eevee Wonder, I like that. When I get a Eevee, I'm gonna name him Eevee Wonder.
That's Eevee Wonder?
Yeah.
So let's go back up now. So we only have one Pokemon right now, but I think once we catch a Pokemon... another thing to talk about real quick before we continue is that there's no wild Pokemon you catch by running through grass like this. You will see every Pokemon.
So you don't have to fear the grass anymore. You can walk through the grass.
And here's our exclusive Pokemon to Eevee version. You can't get this one in Bellsprout. There you go, Bellsprout. We could not think of the name before. You can use your bag. You start out with 50 Pokeballs. You can use your... Oh, I don't have any berries yet. So let's get ready. Boom! then you should hear it. So, for the people who played the Game Boy versions, they have the original Game Boy version sound effects for the characters.
I see Yakwiser was saying that he's just envisioning his son burning through all the Pokeballs. I don't think you will really have to worry about it too much because you could just go to the Pokemart and buy a whole bunch more.
Yes.
As long as you don't like run out of money, but you can easily get it. So I think between like being able to go to the Pokemart and getting your Pokeballs, and if you have the actual Pokeball Plus,
yes,
and you use that and take it around town with you, it'll automatically like spin the stops for you, and you'll end up collecting all the like goodies that you get from those, and those usually have Pokeballs as well. So I think you don't even have to worry about it, even though I'm sure he'll just be like trying to use them.
So here's our... Oop.
Oh, did I shake and come in?
I think you pressed, yeah. Let's see if I could do it. Let's see if I could back out. Okay. So this is our new Pokédex, what you have here. It gives you the height, the weight, type of Pokemon, number, name, all that kind of good stuff. I could shake to press motion, but here's the thing. Now that I'm in here, the plus button makes the Pokemon cry, so you can hear what he sounds like. So I can't do that right now.
What if you shake again? Would that work?
Y button says to stop. So if I shake again, I can't lock him anymore. Freeze. See how it freezes him?
Oh.
So you actually freeze the Pokemon up and then pose him if you want. And then back goes back.
So that's the one drawback too, is in these menus, some of the options you don't have when you're using the Pokeball Plus.
But again, if you don't need to have the look at Pidgey trying to come at me. If you don't need to like hear the Pokemon cry out of the Pokédex, it's totally fine. Like, you know, the buttons are what you need to beat the game with and play. So let's see real quick. Go to the Bellsprout running after me. So you see a Pokemon are spawning out of the grass. So it is essentially like running to them in the wild, except that it's not as random. We've been dodging certain Pokemon. Sorry. I think I'm shaking the controller. That's what I'm doing.
I see Flame Beacon was asking, how does the Pokeball work with the Pokestops? Do you have to stop if you're driving, or will it get it by itself? Now, we haven't tried it yet, but I believe it just automatically spins it and you get the stuff. Because originally with Pokemon Go, you would have to go and spin the thing on your phone and make sure you get it. But I think the whole idea with the Pokeball is that even if you just pass it, it'll collect everything automatically for you.
Yeah.
Making it easier to, like, collect items, get more Pokeballs, and making it more fun to take your Pokemon around with you.
I think, what if you shake the controller? So a support trainer came running from somewhere to lend a hand.
Ooh,
so
I'm
now,
lending a hand.
So now this is, you could just give it a second.
What's in my bag?
I think we share it.
Nothing. Okay. Oh, no, cancel.
So you can just, so if you're playing with two Joy-Con, I know, hopefully you could get the two Pokeballs to work, but I know if you have two Joy-Con, you could just give a second Joy-Con to a friend, and they could jump right in. So we can press get ready when you're ready to throw the ball.
Get ready.
Now we can throw it at the same time, or you could, if you want to try one real quick, throw it by yourself.
Ooh,
Excellent!
My first excellent on stream!
So you could, it's a bigger chance to catch them if we could throw them together, which we'll show you guys next. But you could also control and throw it yourself. So we could actually, using the main player's bag, you can take Pokeballs out of that.
And I believe you get
leveling up. What's up, Lisa? What's going on?
Like, you get bonuses and stuff, too, if you throw it more accurately and all of that, right?
I think so. I think there's bonuses for throwing it, getting excellence. And there's also bonuses for catching the same Pokemon in a row. So if you catch a Bellsprout, catch another one, and catch another one, you'll keep getting combos for catching the same one. You can send in the Professor Oak, and he'll give you candies back, which you can give to your other Pokemon to make them grow.
And I haven't figured it out yet, but I think different Pokemon give you different, like, if you give him a certain Pokemon, he'll give you a certain thing. Because I noticed when I gave him a whole bunch of Pidgeys, he gave me, like, a quick candy. But I think I gave him, like, a Weedle or something. Oh, there I am. And
so it's the same
he gave
screen
me,
co-op.
like, a different item.
So you can't touch Pokemon, though, I think, right?
Let's
you can't.
See. No.
They run away from you.
But just hopping around.
So we could essentially just run together then, and you have Bellsprout with you because that's the Pokemon we have.
Yes.
We can actually, if I go to the menu real quick, and go to Party, and let's see if I could press this guy, move Pokemon. If I put Pidgey there, you should now have Pidgey.
Then I should have Pidgey following me. Yeah.
So,
and the second player, what we have noticed so far, the second player that comes in is basically the one that's opposite to the character that your first player chose.
Yeah, so skin tone and hair.
Yeah, if your first player went all the way down and chose like the darkest skin tone, then your second player will come in as the darkest skin tone of the other gender.
Yeah, so that's how it works. It's really cool because it's nice and easy to, especially because it's not your file right now. You're nothing to do with your file. You're playing with me on this file, but it doesn't save anything. You're just sharing from one player. So it's great for parents with children. So you could it's a great way to be able to go on a Pokemon adventure together without having to have two separate files. Let's get oops, I ran into the wrong thing. Do you want to catch another Pokemon real quick? Want to catch this guy?
We gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
We gotta catch them all.
And I saw Flame Beacon was talking about, which I agree with. You can get all the Pokemon through Pokemon Go if you have the app. There are console exclusive characters to each game specific characters for each game. So if you don't play Pokemon Go, you have to trade with a friend to get Bellsprout on Pikachu's game, and I needed Oddish from you.
Yeah, and all the evolutions that they come.
Should we throw it at the same time?
1,
2, 3.
Oh,
Excellent!
double kill, baby!
So it's a stronger thing. Let's see if we can hear. Come on. Yep.
Ooh,
nice.
Rat-a-tat.
So it's really, really cool. I like the fact that the ball actually rumbles in your hand as you're catching it, so it feels like you're actually catching the Pokemon. Whenever you catch a Pokemon, the Pokemon on your team level up. They gain experience. They learn moves. Eevee Wonder's at 7 already. Pidgey's at 5. And Pidgey learned Gust. So they also learn moves, and if you have too many moves, you can switch moves out for other moves. So it's not like they're stuck with whatever moves you have. You can add moves to your Pokemon. So essentially,
yeah, it's kind of like how Sun and Moon works. When you level up, you have other moves that are then become available to you based on your level, and you get to choose which ones you want to keep and which ones you want to get rid of based on basically what your strategy is.
I think essentially the only big difference is the fact that you can't catch wild Pokemon through the grass.
Check it out. Eevee just found something.
So let's see what Eevee's got. So I talked to Eevee.
Eevee Wonder, what did you find?
Eevee found something in the plants. We got a raspberry. Okay. So we put it in our catching pocket. Another thing I can show you guys about, here's the bag. I like how they did this. There's a Pokemon box. There's no longer a need to run to the Poke Place. I forget what it was. What is it? The Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
To change out your Pokemon. You could actually click Pokebox, and even though we only have 4 right now, this would be all of the Pokemon I've ever caught. And you can decide who's in your party, who's not in your party. You could sort them. You can put them in whatever order you want, which is kind of cool. So,
yeah,
so if you're
right from here, you can actually send Pokemon to Professor Oak and collect your candies. Everything right from here. Part of me is kind of sad that you don't have to take the Pokemon to the Poke Center anymore to do your transfers and stuff, because it always felt more like, I don't know, like a transaction in the real world. Like it made the world feel a little more authentic. But at the same time, having that Pokemon box is
it's
so
been nice
helpful,
to switch them out,
because you don't have to like, oh, I need to get that character back or whatever. You just have everybody with you, which is really nice.
So medicine is in your medicine pocket. Oops, sorry, I keep pressing them. Every time you shake, it counts as Y. Medicine's your medicine pocket. I talk with my hands all the time, so it's really the motion controls.
A lot of this.
Yes,
a lot of Italian expressions.
Yes. The TM case, there's a pocket power-up pocket, which has, I think that's where the candies are. Or no, this is where the candies are. Candies are in a candy jar. So it kind of organizes your items based by theme first.
You should try the clothing trunk out.
Let's see if I have it in there yet. I don't think we have.
Oh, we haven't really talked yet.
Yeah, okay. Nothing yet.
Switch to Marshall. Why did you name him Marshall?
So I kind of like that because it's able to organize your items in a way that you can quickly switch between what you want rather than having to scroll through the entire list.
Where am I? I forgot to run with you. Sorry.
Look who's up there already. See who's in the top?
Oh, I see. Should we go chat with them?
I don't understand because we've never...
Let's have a chat.
We've never seen these before.
I think, yeah, I think they stop you.
Oh, they're just here. Team Rocket's here just... Okay.
I saw them, but I didn't talk to them the last time.
I thought.
And the 2-player, like, I'm trying to talk to them right now, but I can't interact with the game.
Yeah.
Which makes me sad, but it is good that the 2-player can't come in and like progress the story.
It's a more laid back game for player 2. You're basically just essentially helping, just run around and feel like a part of the thing, which is nice. And help me catch, like we're gonna help each other catch. So here's our Pokemon Center, but I don't think we could do anything yet. Chansey, one of my favorites.
Chansey's adorable.
So the graphics are beautiful. Again, I really love the whole presentation, how they did this.
And another thing that makes me really sad with the Pokeball Plus is if you're playing it solely with the Pokeball Plus, you can't take pictures.
Yes, I do miss pictures.
When we're playing this, like every 2 seconds, I want to take a picture. There's always something cute with a Pokemon happening that I'm like, oops, screen cap.
So we're gonna go back.
I already have like a ton of screen caps.
We're going to bring the parcel back to Professor Oak real quick. And I think that'll start the next part of what we want to really show you guys. Head straight back to the lab. Thank you, because we could just skip. I want to try a battle. We have not tried a battle together yet.
Yeah.
So let's give him back his package, his parcel. Why Marshall back so soon? Is that what you always said every time you came back to Animal Crossing? Why Marshall back so soon?
Why come back to my town? Please never do that again.
I like that. So essentially he's like, hey, Eevee's not in a Pokeball. So at this point now, we can bring a secondary Pokemon out to follow player 1, and then whoever's third in line in the party is player 2's Pokemon. And each Pokemon, when you bring them out of a Pokeball, is sized accordingly in the world of Pokemon. So I believe Charizard you can fly with, Onix you ride, as you guys saw in the trailer. So it's really cool that they're all sized perfectly.
Yeah.
I see Ryan's asking, why does Chansey's egg not hatch? That's a good point.
I'm trying to think of a clever response, but I really don't know.
So let's see.
Hopefully it's not a sad story.
We actually might be. So we handed him the parcel. I think we actually have a battle here. We might be able to see the battling right now.
Okay, you think 2 players going to be in this one?
Let's see. So here's our rival again, which is Felia in our game.
Unbelievable. Why do I have to be the rival?
And I like that. Let's see. Does it work in here? Can Eevee ride on top of... Let's see. Get Eevee up there.
Between the ears.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's
so
good.
It works. Everybody, can you see that?
Or is it... Pikachu on my head? Although Pikachu rides on your shoulder.
So I'm going to be very frozen right now.
Me too.
So...
Something's happening. So
let's see. So he says, I'll stop you right there, son. Those berries are for Pokemon to eat, not you, so we can't eat the raspberries. We can throw them at one of the targets. So I like that they did implement a lot of...
thinking of my stomach.
I'm trying to catch her. It does implement a lot of Pokemon Go catching mechanic and the CP, the berries, into Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee. But it's a great blend between this and the classic Game Boy game that we've grown up with and we love.
Definitely.
Pokemon Yellow, Blue, and Red are my favorites.
I see Lord Draggy saying he's going to play handheld and take a lot of recording
yes.
and take pictures. That's exactly what I'm doing.
That's what I missed a lot when I was playing as Eevee.
Every 2 minutes I'm taking pictures.
So let's see. So Felia almost ate a berry.
I'm always thinking about my stomach. At least I was being healthy. I was eating berries.
So I like that they were like, no matter what, just have fun in it.
Yes.
I think we could, let's see.
And this is where you see Gary's character, or Felia, in this situation.
This is Felia.
It's much more friendly.
I like, Brian, what do humans eat in this world? Pokemon. No.
Well, there's that whole crazy theory, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. What did we were watching some of the old episodes, and I think there's an episode where they like caught... Was it like a Magikarp, and they had like a fried Magikarp or something? We're like,
ooh, look, okay, so you were challenged by, so we were actually together now in this.
Oh, cool.
And I love, again, the whole battle animation. It has that nice anime, flashing lights behind, the scrolling lights. Very cinematic. You'll see as we're playing. The battles are really, really cool.
We haven't done a 2-player battle yet, so let's see what this is like.
So it's marked down player 1 and player 2. I can actually switch out Pokemon if I want. I'm going to just fight him. And just so...
He's going to be easy.
Yeah, I don't know how quick he's going to go down, but I'm going to... I could shake the... Like this. Let's see if this will work. Come on. Maybe not.
What are you trying to do?
Info. It says info is Y button, but maybe it's not. Let's see. So I'm going to try to just growl at him then. Just so you had a chance to hit. So now you can choose to go. So you can actually bring out...
fight.
And you have 3 attacks.
I'm ready to fight him. I'm gonna, here I can look at the stats if I press Y.
So, again, this is, I see Mr. Mime. I can't get the sight out of my head. So let's see, so Eevee Wonder use Growl. And each attack is different, like each attack does do what it says. So it's not just like they just shake and damage. You'll see, like there's Pikachu using his Thunder Shock on Pidgey. And then Pidgey is electrocuted.
Paralyzed. Oh, no. Pidgey can't move. Oh, okay.
And the sound effects of the attacks are coming out of the Pokeball Plus as well. So I'll put the Pokeball Plus close to the mic to show you guys. So as we're waiting, you can see they're showing you the trainer, some cinematic angles, getting you guys amped into the battle. And it's really cool to do this on a TV.
And it's, yeah, exactly. It's really cool that it's showing all the different dynamics with the 3 characters now that there's 2-player in here, too.
Yes.
So it's kind of an advantage having a 2nd player come in and play with you, because then you have a little bit of an advantage in the fighting.
Catching.
Because you have 2 moves instead of 1 for every round. That's pretty great.
Leezy does it. What's going on, Lee? How you doing?
It's
Lee.
Hi, Lee.
What's going on? Lee, thank you for following us, Lee. How you doing? Welcome to our stream. How have you been?
Pokemon are friends, not
yes,
food.
Pokemon are friends, not food.
I like that.
So it's your turn. You want to try to switch Pidgey out?
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's switch her out.
So...
Or him.
Well, that's another cool thing. We do have, like, right now, Eevee Wonder is a female. So my Eevee's a girl. So there are genders on the Pokemon.
Pidgey is a boy, and then we have other girls here as well. And we'll show you.
And there's your like your attack, defense, speed, your breakdown, of how strong you are. So it's really cool. And there's CP25. So for those who play Go on the mobile device, CP is in this game. I think he came out like wiggling his leaves. Let's see if I can do.
Does genders matter? I don't think so. I think it's just like, no, I don't think there's any advantages for the genders.
Yeah, I don't think
not
so.
Not that we've seen so far anyway. Maybe there's something similar to Sun and Moon where you need a Ditto and a certain gender to make like a certain character. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten that far yet in the game. But so far, no, it doesn't seem that way.
So it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm
gonna put the Pokeball close to the mic so you can hear the attack. So when you attack, you hear it. Or it's not an attack yet. Come on. I think that's actually hit somebody. Standing here holding the Pokeball to the mic. Just standing here, just... This is very comfy. Here So there's a sound effect that comes out when you hear the damage you do to another Pokemon.
And even though it's 2 players that did the attack, 1 player got the sound in the Pokeball Plus.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a symbol you see on the right-hand side. That's showing you that there's 2 players. Right now above Bellsprout, that little circle with the 2 characters, that means that you can play 2 players. So at any point you see that symbol, you can shake another controller, either one of the other 2 Joy-Con or Pokeball, and a second player could jump right in, help you catch, help you run around, help you play. If we only had 1 copy of the game, we would probably play this way. This is how we would play the game. But having both, we're playing our own.
We were saying this before. 2 players, just like a generic 2-player that comes in.
Yes.
It's not like I took my character from my Let's Go Pikachu file and brought it over. It's just a generic character, so I'm not bringing any information back to my other file.
And now we'll show you next.
I can't gain any advantage. It's just to kind of help out.
I see Lee. I'm the same way. He's trying to resist playing all night long. We might, after we stream, we'll probably go back, lay down, and play some more Pokemon. So the CP goes up. Your stats go up when you grow a level. I'm
all sore from the workout that I did today. I had to lift weights today, so I'm gonna put the heating pad on my back and just get. Look how angry
Felia is. So we got $120.
I'm never that angry, am I?
No. So, Felia, oh geez, I went mouthing off like I knew everything. You never say that. That is not that's a Marshall phrase.
Exactly. He should have been Marshall.
Then I lost. How embarrassing. I probably should have trained my Pokemon up a bit before battling.
Was that just me mouthing off like I know everything?
So, let's see what we... Oh, so now you're right back in. So, real quick, let's just show. If you shake the controller again, I think you leave, right?
Oh,
there
yeah.
You go. So, that's so easy. That's how easy it is to switch in and out of second player. So, you can do it again if you want. You can come right back on in. You want to shake it up real quick?
I see Ryan was saying that...
It's Dark Felia.
I only remember that 1 gender-specific evolution in Gen 1. Oh, okay.
Huh. I wonder which one. Do you remember which one it was? Yes. The Nidos are ones that are you get the male and the female are different.
Okay.
But I wasn't too sure if there was anybody that needed to.
And thanks for hanging out, Lisa.
Yes.
I see you got to get going soon, but thanks for coming by. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by our Pokemon stream. Ooh, look, he came running out at me.
Rat-a-tat.
So again, even though they're not wild in the grass, now I could choose if I want to run away from them. Although I think, here's another cool part we could show.
Yeah, here's the part I like. Here's where it gets cool. Oh! Don't go!
Pikachu! So we got sportswear to wear for Eevee. So now Eevee has some clothes to wear.
Can I take Pikachu in there?
There you go.
Will that work?
So let's see. And I love when you go into a battle, if you have your main Pokemon, either Pikachu or Eevee, they run around you and throw out into the field. But if you have another Pokemon, you don't have to have Eevee as your main Pokemon when you battle people. You can have another Pokemon in position 1, and it'll just, when the game starts, you just throw your Pokeball and let them out. So you don't have to, you're not stuck to your Pokemon that you get in the game, but you can't, who could say no to? So here's partner play.
Ryan, Pikachu's 3rd bail on the stream. I think Pikachu's hungry, so he's trying to go get some snacks, maybe.
So, this says playing with Eevee is playing with Eevee Wonder, with the Joy-Con. So you can pet Eevee, and right now you see the hand at the bottom of the screen, I'm literally the motion with this Pokeball Plus. So the Pokeball Plus has a little motion with it. So you could actually, I could do this. I could wake Eevee up, I could pet Eevee like that. Oh, no. Eevee doesn't like
don't
that.
Be worried.
There you go.
Eevee likes the under chin scratches.
And the tail scratch. Ear? No? Oh, no.
Don't be sad.
And then you could even go here, and you could take you could take one of the berries, hold the stick down, and hold it in front of Eevee, and Eevee's, oops. So you can hear it. I'll do another one
had a
too.
little crunch. Cute.
So you can actually hear. So the Pokeball Plus is a cool accessory to have with the game because you do get a couple cool sound effects.
And I like that in this menu, you can just use it, like, there's the pointer that comes in. I kind of wish, like we were talking about before, in the actual, like, menus of the game, in order to use all the different functions, I wish you could just use a pointer.
Yes.
That would have made it a lot easier.
So, here we go. So you're back in. So now if we go to the menu now, which is the top button, Play with Eevee Wonder is our, top option. So when we click this, we can go back to that screen. You can interact with Eevee or Pikachu whenever you want in the game, which is really nice. Again, I keep shaking it, which is really nice. There's also Communicate now is open. You can get mystery gifts, which I'm really excited for. You get it with the Pokeball Plus, which I believe I'm going to try it now, but I don't think we can. Yes. So if you get this from the start, it'll have Mew in your Pokeball Plus. But since we already put Mew in one of our other files, it's empty now. So when you go to try to do this, it tells you that there's no longer a Pokemon in it.
Get Mew.
But there's you can get gifts via the internet with a code or password to get it with the Pokeball Plus, or check whichever gifts you've had. So I'm guessing that we could actually, like, over time, get different gifts. Maybe there's going to be codes that they put out on Twitter.
That'd be cool.
So you could, I think Yokai does that, where Yokai has a couple codes they put out on their Twitter page. Here's maybe those free Pokeballs or costume pieces.
Yes.
And this menu also has Play with Others, which is what we're going to show you guys in a second.
Or even in Sun and Moon, weren't they specific types of, like, I remember the Pikachu. We were able to get the different generation Pikachus. So maybe they'll have something similar to that in this game as well. When there's, like, special events or whatever, maybe we'll get a Christmas Pikachu.
Can you pet Eevee? Yes, you can pet Eevee Wonder. So Nick's saying you have a really hard time petting with the motion controls. Are you using the Pokeball Plus for the motion controls? Because what I'm finding is I think the top of the ball seems to be although I think you could actually shake it to reset it. But for me, for just now, the top of the ball was working as where you have to pet them.
Yes, so, Nick, Christmas!
Yes. So real quick, if you go to your save menu, it says take your Pokemon for a stroll. So we'll show you guys real quick. So take your Pokemon in the Pokeball Plus with you for a stroll. The more you walk and play with your Pokemon, the faster it'll grow. Walk and play a lot, and you'll receive great rewards. This is a really cool thing to do with the Pokeball Plus. So we're gonna tap the button on the control stick to connect to the game. So it's lighting up. It should light up on the screen in a second.
And who are we gonna put in the Pokeball Plus today?
So let's see, control stick. Eevee's going right on in. I think you can do partner. You can do partner Pokemon or in your Pokemon box. If you want to bring somebody else with you, you can. But we're gonna do partner Pokemon. So let's see if this works. So I'm gonna put it right by the mic so you can hear it. Eevee's in.
Yeah, and the motion controls, I see you guys are talking about the Pokeball Plus motion controls. It is a little tricky to get used to, for sure. I think it might be, like, the direction you're holding it. Whether you're holding it, like, straight up or kind of, like, sideways.
So I'm gonna switch.
It took a little bit getting used to, for sure.
So if you do this one, I just want to see if it works.
Get me
and
in
confirm.
Confirm.
So let's see if this works now. So I think I have to hold the stick. See if it works. Come on. Let's see if it works. So Eevee's in the Pokeball. So you can shake and freak Eevee out. Or you can pet it or roll it. So Eevee's in the Pokeball right now. And it's actually registering steps. It's registering every time you interact with that. So like if you want to try it too.
Sure, yeah. I would like that.
So play around with Eevee real quick.
Hi, Eevee.
So that's our Eevee. I mean, so if I go back right now, Eevee's still in our game. Like, Eevee is still a character. It's not like you lose the Pokemon out of Pokemon Let's Go while they're in the Pokeball. It just... It's really cool. And it lights up the whole time, too. Right, Farley, is the cutest sounds. Really, really adorable. So, you can take that with you on the go. So I'm going to show you how we bring it back. You want to bring Pokemon? Want to bring her back and see what we get?
Oh my gosh. He gets mad. Eevee gets mad if I throw the ball. Oh. He just did like. See?
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's mad at me when you throw the ball. Kind of like, I obviously put the strap and the ring on, so I'm not gonna lose it or break it or anything. But if you kind of like give it like a hard motion, he gets a little mad.
So let's show you guys what happens when you bring your Pokemon back. I see. Laura Drake saying, "How I miss it. How'd you put Eevee in the Pokeball?" When you go to your when you click save and you go down here, this would say put somebody in your Pokeball. Now it says take your Pokemon. Well, it still says the same thing actually. It says take your Pokemon for a stroll. But now when you press the button on the control stick once, just press it once and it should register. Let's see.
Did I press it?
Yeah, there you go. Yep, you're in. So press it again. No, that's the stick.
Oh.
So Pokemon. So now it's telling us the Pokemon's out for a stroll. Do you want to bring it back? So we will. So I'm going to press yes. Or I think you have to press the stick. Yes.
Yes. I agree, Firelight. I want to get the sound effects too to put it on my phone as notifications and stuff. That would be fun.
So Eevee's back. So right now, this is what happens. So Eevee got 150 experience points just from that.
That's awesome.
Eevee grew to level 9. And let's see.
That's a lot of experience points just for hanging out in the Pokeball for a little bit.
So it says that we walked 131 steps, I guess, from shaking it up. It's thinking we were walking, and we played with it 17 times. So I guess making Eevee make sound 17 times counted. That's the result of this stroll. We got 6 raspberries just for doing that.
And you do get other things. The longer I think you're out with your Pokeball, the more stuff you're able to get.
We're gonna be trying it out this weekend. And then that's so for Lord Drake, that's how you do it. Then we could just go right back into it if we wanted to. Let me put this right back on and press the stick. So it's telling you for player 1, you can press whatever one you want. Oh, I think you pressed. You pressed.
Did I confirm?
No, you pressed for player 1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's see if it works. No, don't press it. You press it?
I'm not. No.
Oh, okay, I thought you pressed it. No. So confirm, and then now it's going to tell you for player 2 for second player.
Okay, here we go.
So you can press in for second player. Yes, 131 steps for sitting. I think that's from shaking it like crazy. It's counting it as moving.
Yeah.
And yes, the Pokewalker. It is exactly like the Pokewalker from way back in the day. So it's kind of cool that it does affect your in-game characters, and you can bring out other characters with you. Want to try bringing another character out?
Yeah.
You got to confirm real quick.
Oopsie, wrong button. Sorry.
So once you
I accidentally was holding it the wrong way. Confirm.
So we're gonna put another Pokemon in the ball and see what it does, because we've only tried Eevee so far. So take your Pokemon for a stroll, and let's see. So tap the button. Let's see if yep. Register.
We can probably just leave whatever Pokemon we put in there for a little while, go play a little bit, and then come back and check it.
Yes.
And see what goodies we get.
Pidgey?
Sure.
So select. So let's see what the sound he makes. We have not done this one yet. All right, so it's the Pidgey sound from the Game Boy. So
the original.
So we'll go back to doing the confirm that. And then for your second player. So basically once you're done you can choose your controllers, and then to work with your Pokemon in the Pokeball, you have to hold the control stick down, and that activates it. So we're gonna hold the control stick down real quick. It vibrates, and let's see what it does.
Ooh, I heard him.
So it makes the sound, I think. So it makes a couple. So there's a couple different sound effects actually, which is.
I think there's different sound effects for the different types of things. So if like before I was throwing the Pokeball, like you know, carefully throwing the Pokeball up and down, and he was making a different sound.
I think there might be more with Eevee. I think since these are the Game Boy stands, I think Eevee.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have to try to get you can put your Pikachu in there if you want. If you want to put your Switch on there, it's up to you if you want to put Pikachu in the ball or not.
Sure, yeah, I could do that.
So let's see.
Try that out real quick.
So we're gonna do a quick switch. Let me go back here real quick. So we're gonna switch to,
game.
and we're gonna put you on a TV.
Okay, let me just run out of this corner real quick.
So we're gonna switch real quick. I like multitasking is hard. So who here, while we're switching real quick?
No, I'm fighting someone.
While we're switching real quick, who here got Pokemon Go today, and which one are you guys repping?
Should I just swap that?
Yes.
Okay.
So now we can show you guys a little bit of, since we showed you Eevee, we'll show you Felia's file Pikachu. While you're doing that, I'm going to jump on my file so we can actually trade in battle real quick, too.
Okay, cool. Here you go. Is it back in? Okay, you've changed your play mode. Would you like to go through the tutorial again?
No.
Nah.
So here's now Felia's file right now. This is her actual file.
Okay.
I see. So Nick's streaming on Sunday.
Playing with this little guy here, and let's try it. Let's see how bad I am at throwing these. See, where did it go? Come on. Okay, I gotta do better than that. Okay, there we go.
Okay, I'm gonna join in.
Come on. Yeah, I got him.
You got him?
Got him. Caterpie.
So you could actually showcase sending them to Professor Oak.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. So, successful catch, nice throw. So if you throw and you get excellent or great, you get a different thing there. And technique bonus. So that's pretty awesome.
And there's your team. Your Pikachu's adorable.
So as a reference point, you just got like 150 experience points for taking your guy on a little walk.
Yeah.
I only gained 8 experience points for catching this Pokemon. So there's a big difference.
See, D-Way is currently playing Eevee and liking it so far. Awesome. I like play with Peekaboo. Felia's Pikachu.
Let's play with Peekaboo.
Felia's Pikachu is named Peekaboo.
Because I always call him Boo, and he calls me Boo Boo.
We're Boo Boo Boo.
So that's our Peekaboo. So let's see. And see, there's my little... You sweet Pikachu, your belly rubs. I love this. So cute. Okay, let's give him a little food. Let's give him one of these berries.
So with Felia playing with the Joy-Con, she has more options.
It'll drop. Whoop, catch it.
Felia has more options available to her with the controllers now. In the Pokédex, she can now press the plus or minus button to hear the Pokemon make a battle cry. You can press, depending on which one you use, whether it's L or R, it still counts the same. You can press the L or R button to be able to move Pokemon around within the box. So Felia's Pokebox is going to be a lot larger than what we showed.
So I have a couple guys here, and I have a couple multiples, like I caught these. So you'll see this is why it's kind of nice to catch multiples, because what I can do, so I can check the summary, and then I'll see what are the specifics of this guy. Oopsie, this guy.
I love the backgrounds that they give them. Like, he's got the web in the back.
And there's actually, I have caught, let's see, I think it's this guy. Let's check the summary on this one. So you'll see in the, oh man, you can't see it on your screen because our area is blocking it, but in the little
where we are
description, you'll see his weight. You see his weight a little bit, but over on the side, it actually tells you he's a large one. So there's different sizes too, and we'll show you that in a minute. But let me show you what it's like to send to Professor. I'm going to send him the Caterpie. And real quick, I can choose multiples to send at the same time. I'm just going to send this guy. And then press Y.
He's going to the Great Farm upstate.
Aww.
It's an actual farm.
Oh, okay, good.
I see Lord Drake, thank you so much. I see you said you updated the Pokeball Plus with the Switch can recognize it as a usable controller. I have to do that because for me, trying to turn the Switch on and start it.
Oh, yeah.
I was telling you about that because I was like, I didn't understand how to, like, why I couldn't just turn our Switch on and play with it. Having to, like, I did handheld first, got into Pokemon, and then docked it back. So that's really cool to know you can just update the controller. I'm guessing right in the menu, right? How'd you update the controller? Was it through the main menu, like on the Switch?
So real quick, I'm just doing this individually because I want to see what I got. I got a health candy from him, from my Caterpie, and then with Metapod, I had gotten a tough candy. So I think you get different things too. And then I can go over to my power up. Oh wait, my candy.
We could even show the clothing because we didn't show the clothing before too.
My candy jar, and then I can add these specialties to. Oh no, Eevee left stream. Sorry.
Eevee fainted.
I'm gonna make Pikachu a little bit tougher. Let's see what that's like. Make him stronger.
And your
then
CP
there's stats
went up.
You can follow, which I love.
Oh, I see Firelight. Chicago and I are going to be lurking. That is awesome. We are so good with the lurking.
Thanks for lurking.
Yes, thank you for lurking. I'm throwing some hype for lurking.
And then this is like my most funnest part, and I just started, so I'm really excited to get like more stuff. But you could go in the clothes trunk, and not only can you have different outfits for yourself, but you can have different outfits for your Pokemon. So I have right now just the hat, so I could take that off. And then I have a little sports coat. Like, how cute is that?
Like he's ready for the winter.
It's a little chilly tonight, so we're gonna put on a sports coat. And then right here, you switch to me, and we can see if we get like matching outfits or something at some point.
But if you press the Y button, it says Y turn. Oh, so you can actually rotate them. So you can check your character out. It's so nice having an HD Pokemon game, RPG style game on a home console like this. This is really cool.
I like that you can spin them both individually as well.
And then freeze them where they are, right?
So we're just chatting.
So Andy says, so for anybody else who wants to know this too, because this is really helpful for me. You said you were playing with Eevee in the Pokeball, then you accidentally pressed the top button of the ball, and your Switch said update controller. So were you weren't in the game then? Were you on like the Switch home menu with that? Because that's we'll have to update our controllers.
So this right here, you see there was some blue like spinning around him.
Like, it's tiny. Like it yells out to you.
Let's see if we can catch a little tiny guy.
There you go.
Getting better.
So Felia's using the Joy-Con, and it's essentially the same thing. It's
I really like the single Joy-Con. I actually, what we figured out before, see, you get a size bonus because he's smaller. And I got a combo bonus because he's the second Caterpie that I got in a row. So my experience is significantly more because of all these bonuses.
And that's the Oddish that we, no, Bellsprout is a Bellsprout I gave you. We just showed you Bellsprout.
Yeah. Oh, and another cool thing that I really like. See, catch combo 2, keep it up. The more combos you get, the more experience you get at the end.
Like it tells you the personal records. Like it tells you what's the largest one you've caught, the smallest one you caught.
What was the other thing I was going to show you guys? Oh, man. Oh, this. Super easy. If you want to change your Pokemon name at any time, it's literally in your settings right now.
Ooh, actually, you want to show them bringing out somebody outside the ball, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so who should we have?
Nidoran.
Let's have Nidoran. Take out a Pokeball.
And that's it.
Nidoran is traveling alongside you. And let's show that off.
There you go.
There he is, hanging around.
So any Pokemon you want to take with you. So you actually get, in the beginning you can't do this until you get to the part which we showed you where Eevee crawled on top of my head. Pikachu will be on your shoulder. Once you realize, once you get to that part, you can have a second Pokemon follow you from behind like that.
Avoid everything. But I will maybe have to fight this guy.
And there's 2 red ones over there for you too. So you haven't gotten to this part, right?
And large. Yep, I haven't gotten here yet.
So I see you quit playing Eevee, messing around with the Pokeball, and then held it too long, and the Switch doesn't recognize unless you use it in that first. I think that's a good tip. So what we'll try afterwards, I'll have to try to sync up the Pokeball up to our thing.
Ooh, Metapod. And as you see, now my Pokemon has this super cute little outfit that we chose for him. So whatever cool outfit you put on him, he's going to have that in all the scenes that you see. Which I really love customization like that. It makes you feel more like involved in the game.
You want to check one thing on your thing?
Of course.
So let's see. So
I
now
just crushed this poor kid.
that Pidgey is still in this Pokeball.
Yes.
So let's see if we can add Pikachu. What happens if we add Pikachu? This is from a completely different file now.
Oh.
So if you press...
Can I just catch that Oddish real
quick?
quick?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a large Oddish yet. I want to catch it.
Right? Even the Pokeball is adorable. Just sit there and keep just trying to see what different sounds she makes or he makes, whichever one you have. It is really cool. It's the closest thing to feeling like a Pokemon trainer. Because you get the Pokeball, you hear the Pokemon in it.
I think for me, that's the coolest part about the Pokeball, is if you want a Pokemon experience that takes you a little bit out of the game and into the real world, that's the part of it that makes it feel like that. Because it does feel like there's a little Pokemon in there.
It's, if you guys could see, it's actually lighting up. Like, it's probably hard to see on the camera, but the Pokeball around the control stick is lighting up right now white, so...
So right
Go
here...
Ryder, what's going on? He says, I've never been a huge fan, but I've never been a huge Pokemon fan, but this game is incredible. It really is. It's really accessible to newcomers. It has that nostalgic filter for veterans of the series, so it's a really cool blend. We're really digging it.
So right here, we are. I'm having so much fun. So right here, you guys, I think earlier were asking about the moves and stuff. So right here, I leveled up to the point that I'm able to learn a new move, Double Team. So let's see. Forget an old move. Just like Sun and Moon, you can choose if you want to forget an old move. And what I can do is use the ZR button and actually look at the stats.
Which is really cool because it tells you like the category, the power, accuracy, and what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of information. And one thing I like that they took out that they put in Sun and Moon is it doesn't tell you, from what I've seen, it doesn't not tell you which moves to use.
Right. Which is like the most powerful or whatever.
Yes. That was my biggest complaint about Sun and Moon.
I think I'm actually going to get rid of this.
You're not gonna...
The new move, I'm not going to get it. By moving rapidly, the user makes illusionary copies of itself to raise its evasiveness. Yeah, I never really...
Welcome back, Ryan!
Hi, I never really,
You attack more.
I just do
Me
attack
too.
and defense, like, really, I'm really bad with that. So give up learning the new move? I think I will.
So, but yeah, so we were saying before, when you do battle with people, in Sun and Moon, it would tell you which one was super effective, which one would be not effective, and it kind of held your hand through it. This is back to trying to figure out, okay, what works against a Caterpie if I have, which Pokemon should I use? Like, it doesn't hold your hand like that. I think that's fantastic.
Caterpie ran in my way when I was trying to get this Oddish.
Oh, that's what happened?
I was trying to get the Oddish. Oh my gosh. Okay, try again.
Ooh.
This Oddish is mean.
Oddish has a toad.
See.
Andy,
yes. Stream. Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me get the cable for it. Do I have the larger cable? Yes, I do. Because there is. I know exactly what he's talking about. I charged it before, and it's a really cool sound. Real quick, let's see if we could get this out of this Pokeball.
Yes, that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I just want to see what happens.
So right here, you'll see the height is XL. So I just got a really large Oddish. Because when you see it in the map, it had like the red swirl around it. That meant it was bigger. So I will just collect that Oddish.
And I love that the Pokemon box is with you all the time. It's so nice to be able to change in and out. So if you go to, I think it's save.
Here.
And then take your Pokemon on a stroll. And now let's just see. Let's out of curiosity.
Would I need to change the controller to recognize that controller?
No, this should be because mine's off. Let's see if you click the button.
Which one do I need to click?
Any button. There you go. So I can do this. Let's see if it tells us. It might tell us there's a Pokemon in it. Okay, let's see. Results of the player's stroll have been saved on the Pokeball Plus. If you take your Pokeball for a stroll, those results will be deleted. Okay, so you can choose to delete somebody else's Pokemon. So that's kind of cool. Like if you get this pre-owned, so if somebody loads a Pokemon on it, you can. This is the way to erase it to make it back to your own.
It's a shame you can't take that Pokemon, like use it
like
as a way to trade.
Yeah,
that would be pretty cool. Like if you take one over to your friend's house and be like, "Hey, I have a Pokeball in I have a Pokemon in my Pokeball. Would you like it?" You know, that would be pretty cute.
Here comes Pikachu.
Yeah, we did switch to my game.
Yeah, we switched over right now to Felia's on the main screen. So if I'm going to hold, it says when you hold the controls, like when you're not playing a game, you can play with Peekaboo. So let me see if I do this. Let's see if it's not. Okay, I might have done the wrong thing. If you press, what if you press your button real quick? If you, no, press your, see if you press yours.
Yeah, I just did.
Let's see if it comes
I think
in.
it registered yours, maybe.
Back. Okay, there we go. So, confirm. Now I'm going to hold the ball. And it's yellow now, so it lights up Pikachu yellow. And...
Oh, Pikachu! So what happened to your,
It got erased.
Oh, you did erase it. You
Yeah.
chose to erase it.
Yep.
Okay.
But it doesn't erase your, Pokemon. So, like I said, it's not like you... Oh.
Oh,
It's
Pikachu.
adorable.
Let's see. Because, like, what's going on? So there's a whole bunch of different, like, emotes, basically.
For
sound
Pikachu.
emotions that you get for Pikachu.
What's going on? I'm looking at the chat. Is Marshall a rival in this one? In this one, we named him. This was our regular. We both named our rivals Gary to stick with the original game.
Oh
and
my
then
gosh, not again.
we realized that we should have been Marshall in this. Sadly, you can't change that. I know of you can't change names of you. You can't change your gender or skin color, and you can't change your rival once you play.
Once you've selected it already, because in the very beginning you do select all of those things.
So I'm going to do, like Andy was saying, I'm going to grab the charge cable real quick.
Okay. I'm trying to think. What else did we not cover that you guys might want to see? Oh, yeah. Let's do a trade. Let's see. Do I have any extra Pokemon that we can trade? Because I'm not giving you my good guys.
That's a really bad one right now.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go in my Pokemon box. And this is another reason that you can just, like, it's really nice to have this Pokemon box with you, because you could just instantly look and see which one you want to get rid of. Okay, so I'll give you a Caterpie, because that's all I got. Yay! Yeah. I got a sarcastic yay from the other room. There is an area around here that there was a Pikachu. I wonder if I can find that area again. Oh, here he is. There's Pikachu.
So you could evolve this Pikachu, because I think, if our chat could correct us if we're wrong, I think once you, your Eevee and Pikachu never evolve, your main ones. I think he was going crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
That didn't say, like, great or excellent or anything. I think it was just a catch. Oh, Pikachu! Okay, so this is a good opportunity to show you guys feeding them a little snack. Let's see. Let's use that berry. And that made him love me. Maybe not. Oh, that was terrible timing.
If you play Pokemon Go and you're used to, as soon as you throw the ball and the reticle stops, like, that's what I was used to. So it takes a little time to, like, adjust and plan out exactly when to throw. Nice.
Okay, I'm getting a little better.
Come on, Pikachu.
Come on, Pikachu. Stay. There we go. I caught myself a Pikachu.
Does your controller rumble when it does that, or no?
I did feel a rumble, yes.
Nice.
And, yeah. Okay, so this is the great part, too. When I was walking around, I could see that Pikachu had the straight tail and not the heart tail. So I was curious if it would automatically be a male, and it is, which I love.
So
you can decide, like, oh, I do want to get that Pokemon or not, based if you're looking for, like, certain genders or whatever. Okay, so I have a second Pikachu.
Very cool.
So I will definitely be evolving him.
So 2 things. 1, let's give you your Pikachu back.
There's that cute guy.
So as we said, when you transfer your Pokemon to a Pokeball Plus, you're not giving up your Pokemon from your game. It's just basically extra data that you can bring back. I erased... Ooh, Butterfree.
Butterfree. I haven't seen Butterfree yet.
Butterfree was running from you.
I know.
Oh, I lost my train of thought. Butterfree... Oh,
now you see...
And he's a harder reticle, too. Like,
oh, man. Now you see you have to, like... throw side. Oh no! Oh my gosh, Butterfree.
He's not having any of you. Look at that. Oh, great. Okay.
Come on,
Fingers
Butterfree.
crossed.
So there you go. You got to see how, like, the Pokemon move around at some point. so it gets harder to catch them.
Anybody else's heart get broken on the Butterfree episode in the anime?
Free.
Yep. Nice, good
he
catch.
He finds a girlfriend and he needs to go out on his own, right?
Yep. And the waterworks just come.
The
Good catch.
Waterworks, thanks.
I also like how they do the Pokédex. It's very like the animations they do when you catch a Pokemon. It's really cool. Again, I wish like I had this when I was a kid. Like
yeah.
the Game Boy game was great,
Kids
but
these days,
lucky.
Man.
So let's go. If you go to your menu real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you back under save and Pokemon for Stroll. So press the button. See if it registers. Yep. And now it's gonna come back from a stroll. So goodbye, Pikachu.
Aw, Pikachu. Let's see what we got from his little stroll.
And then we're gonna we don't talk about that Butterfree episode, right?
It's so sad, right?
So let's see how Peekaboo did on our little stroll. 140 experience points.
It's a huge difference. It's a good way to get experience points. I can imagine if you take your Pokemon with you and you like walk and go around.
Look how many steps that was, basically. I mean, I just was shaking this thing like crazy, but if you do a lot of steps, it would add up. If you're like actually taking it to work with you or taking it to school with you. Got berries?
I can imagine you get some pretty good points with it.
So you can press your button, and we're gonna show you what happens when you charge it now. In the back behind the, right where the wrist strap is, there's a little door that you can open up that has the charge cable for it. So you ready? Let's see.
Did you hear it?
How cool is that?
Did you guys hear that? I hope the TV, the sound of the game didn't distract from the cool sound.
That's awesome. I don't think it'll do it again. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
so
that is so cool. I love that.
That's such a nice little addition.
So we'll charge that, actually. We'll just put the Pokeball to charge right now. So you want to battle real quick? This is...
yeah, let's do a battle.
The Mew is actually in my file. We were thinking about getting... Felia wasn't sure if you wanted a Pokeball Plus or not.
Yeah.
So we're going to think about getting Felia a Pokeball Plus for herself.
We did see. I don't play Pokemon Go. I don't really
Such a
like
nice touch.
being on my phone that much. And like when I'm at work, I really don't have the ability or time to be on the phone that much. So it's hard for me to play Pokemon Go, especially where we live. Like we're driving everywhere. It's not like a town where you can walk from place to place. So I figured like maybe it's best if we share one. So like some days I can take it, some days you can take it, and then we'll share our little Pokemon in there.
Real quick before you don't battle him yet, you want to trade with me real quick?
Yes. Definitely. Let's go in.
So it's under Communicate, Play with Others, and this is where you can choose Online Play or Nearby Local. So we're going to do Nearby Local, a link trade. So you could set the code.
I love that you can put in a code. So I'm going to go all original starters.
So it's Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle?
Yep.
Okay. So now we're linking up right now to trade. Hopefully it works. Did I do this one right? Yeah, I did. Come on.
It should link up pretty soon.
There you go.
Okay, so who would you like?
Anybody you have, really.
Do you want a Pikachu?
Who do I have an extra? I have a Pikachu.
Do you want a Caterpie?
Do I have a Caterpie in here? I have a Caterpie.
I
could give you another one of those Bellsprats so you can just trade it.
Sure. What do I have that I can give you?
So I'm going to give you offer as a trade.
I guess I'm going to give you a Caterpie, because...
Yeah.
Unless... Oh, I'll give you a second Oddish.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll give you a second Oddish.
Deal.
Oh, and you can check summary right here, so you can decide, like, oh, was this the one I wanted to give?
And on my screen, I see... Because the way it is on my screen, I don't know if you guys can see on here. No, not at all. Anyways, on my screen, it's showing who I have lined up, and it's showing who you are picking. So I can see on my side right now who you're cycling through.
So I'm actually going to give you an Oddish. I'll give you the Oddish that I was training, because I think I'm going to switch to the XL one, because I caught one that's bigger.
Which one's the XL one?
The additional one that I have.
Oh, okay. So
I'm gonna keep the bigger one, and the one that I'm giving you is large, so it's already a bigger size, but the other one's XL, so I'm gonna keep that one.
Deal.
So it's a higher level. So I'm gonna offer trade.
And yes, Andy is right. There is also the sound when it sounds when the Pokeball is being set into the healing station too, right off the bat. Which is really cool. So on my screen, I could check the offered Pokemon, check my Pokemon, or click trade. So it's saying when a communication error occurs or you turn off your systems, you won't be able to trade for a while, so they penalize you. Hopefully there's no communication errors that penalize you by accident. We have not. We've only traded once, but... so here's how you trade Pokemon.
So cute, you go through the pipe.
They're taking the rail system back and forth. I remember the old link cables on the school bus between them.
I sent you Bellsprout.
And I got Oddish.
So, Bellsprout is specific to Let's Go Eevee, and Oddish is specific to Let's Go Pikachu. So the thing you can do now that you have extras is take one and evolve them. So you can get all the evolutions.
So let's see if we could do anything else real quick without exiting out of here. I don't know if we have to exit the communication or not. Yes, so we have to exit. So I'm going to exit out, cancel Pokemon trade.
Yep, cancel. Oh, this communication thing is just because you canceled the Pokemon trade. That's about it.
So it says play with others, and you could do faraway players, so we could trade with you guys as well.
Do you want to try it now?
The single battle?
The online faraway player.
Well, let's see. Let's we want to battle real quick, and then we can try to trade.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna showcase the battle real quick too.
Okay, so communicate, play with others, and then nearby player, single battle, right?
Yep, and it's 3 Jigglypuffs.
Jiggly. Okay, there we go. Jiggly.
So I like the way they do that, so that way if there's other people with switches around, you don't accidentally link up to other people to trade or battle.
And I think it's so cute that it's like the little Pokemon cards rather than like numbers or something.
Yeah. So here's our we're communicating. Oh, so no restriction or normal rules. What did we do before? Normal rules?
So I guess because you started the communication, it's asking you to set the rules. And last time I had started it, and up here you would see like...
rules.
I would choose the rules.
Which one did you do
We
before?
did normal rules, but there's also no restrictions. So we'll try normal rules
info.
again and show you.
Normal rules, any Pokemon is set to level 50. Any stats that the player raised by training the Pokemon will also be set to equal. This is recommended when players have been playing the game for different amounts of time. So we can actually play against each other with our regular levels or play against each other with normal. So we'll do normal rules?
I think...
I want to try no restrictions.
No restrictions. Let's go crazy.
No restrictions.
Let's throw it all out the window and go crazy.
So you can choose your party or what you have, your first 6 in your box, in your Pokebox. You can adjust your Pokebox accordingly, or you can play with what your party is. But
I'm going to try the box. I'm going to see what that's about.
So I'm gonna do my party, and then you pick your order. So I'm not gonna look at your screen. I'm not gonna cheat.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna do it this way.
Okay.
I'm just picking my order here.
So anybody watching right now, either not into Pokemon or haven't picked up the game yet, is this selling it for you? Do you guys think like is it matching your expectations, or is it a little below, a little above?
Do you have any questions that we can answer that you're curious about the game?
Like how intense we are in the game.
I think it's really cute that we're fighting each other.
So Pokemon Trainer Danny threw out my Pikachu.
That's Danny like summer Danny when you get a tan.
Yes, that's a little... So let's see.
Okay.
So again, essentially, aside from the way you catch with that battling wild Pokemon, it's identical to other Pokemon RPG games.
Ooh.
So now we're playing with our levels. So like you're level 11, I'm 7 right now, which is cool. And last time we played, we did a little bit of battle. But it also worked really well.
Yeah, it did. Ooh, the power of the foot.
I like that fact that, like, we could, because I try not to look at your screen to see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I keep looking up to see how it looks on your screen, but it's confusing me because it's like the layout is different.
So I'm just quickly trying out some moves here to see what works.
I figured you're going to kill me anyways. Let me get a quick attack in before I didn't do anything.
Eevee's pretty good.
Eevee's going to stare you down as you kill me.
Sorry, Eevee. I stole a kiss from Eevee.
These have been with us all day, by the way.
Yes,
so Nintendo sent us these. These have been with us
Nintendo.
all day.
We love them so much. They're so soft.
Oh, we should talk the fact that you're here.
Yeah,
Felia did not go
right.
to work today. We got snowed in today, so Felia, we were gonna solo stream this tonight. But Felia luckily was able to stay home with me.
Luckily, I was able to stay home because we kept hearing not good reports about what the roads were like, and I was really anxious and worried about what the conditions were going to be like, especially after yesterday's fiasco that we told you all about.
Yeah.
So I was just really grateful that I could be home and be safe today, and I think by Monday, you know, everything would have hopefully, you know, melted and be back to normal.
Yes.
So...
Kicking Bulbasaur in the face.
Sorry, Bulbasaur. I am dying to get a Bulbasaur. He's so cute. It's ridiculous. My original starter Pokemon was Bulbasaur. I don't know why I haven't found one yet.
Well, I think I played for only 2 hours today so far. We're right before the first gym.
Oh, Eevee.
Eevee came out, hat on, and everything. Hey, you poison my Eevee.
I see Nick was asking how many inches of
8?
snow we got.
I think we had 8, but I see Ryan said a lot is melted. Yes, a lot was melting today. Our fear was also like, what do you call it? Also in Pennsylvania, the plowing is terrible here. Like, it could be 2 or 3 days after a snowstorm and there's still snow in the main towns.
Absolutely.
On the roads.
And I have a friend that actually, her husband does some of the plowing, so he knows the people that do like the county plowing and stuff. And, oh no, Nidoran! And she was saying that it wasn't good. The plow for that area that I actually work in broke down, so it's even worse there. So she really recommended...
Pikachu staying on your shoulder perfectly.
She really recommended that if I didn't have to, if it wasn't imperative that I go in, that it's probably better if I don't go in. So that kind of solidified it for me that it's probably better that I stay safe and then be sorry.
And we were plowed out today, too. I mean, we were snowed a little bit, too, till the plow came by. Oh, sorry.
Unfortunately, Pennsylvania's plowing is not good.
Well, it's very low taxes, but then, you know, the low taxes when you buy a house means that there's not enough money to do, you know, things like plowing.
Road maintenance.
Yes.
So it has its ups and downs.
You're blowing acid at Eevee?
Ooh,
what did Eevee ever do to you?
Eevee! Sorry. Oh, Eevee, I'm so sorry.
Eevee's just gonna stare you down the whole game.
Real Jersey Frank, I was literally thinking about you the other day. We were talking about how awesome it was. We were talking about all the candy and stuff. What was I doing? I think I was telling my mom.
You're telling your mom about it.
How, like, oh, the streams are so fun. The other day we were talking about chocolate.
This candy bar is known for its trapezoidal shape and consists of milk chocolate, California raisins, and roasted peanuts. Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, taxes are crazy in New Jersey.
I should have read the thing before saying the answer. What is it? What's a trapezoid, first of all?
No.
I thought Toblerone too.
And here's Mew.
Oh man, Mew's gonna murder me.
So when you get Mew out of the Pokeball, Mew is level 1. So it's not like Mew's overpowered or anything.
So what was the question? The candy bar trapezoidal shape consists of milk chocolate, California raisins, and roasted peanuts. Okay, what's a trapezoid?
Trapezoid is... How many sides are a trapezoid? Oh my god.
Dude, I forgot all that information. I really just...
How many sides are in a trapezoid? It's gonna drive me crazy.
Oh no!
Swift.
I don't know. I'm the worst. I forgot all math information as soon as I left.
I could name all 151 Pokemon, but I don't know what...
I'm like, I'm never going to need to know what a trapezoid is. I'll Google it if I need to know.
Like, nobody will ever bring that up to us down the road, and you forgot it out of school, not knowing you'd be on stream one day and be like, wait a second,
oh my gosh.
A pyramid with a haircut. Okay.
More than one, Ryan. That's right.
Oh, okay. So 4 sides, 2 are typically slanted.
Okay.
So the question is, what is it now? I'm probably going to be terrible at this because I don't really eat raisins.
Peanut butter. I don't know this one. Raisins, peanut... No. Raisins, peanuts. Oh, this is what you did last time. You cheated. That's what you did.
You was just hanging out now.
You brought me in and just destroyed all my Pokemon. This is exactly what you did last time. Unbelievable.
Also, if you guys notice real quick, in the top left, match time is 13 minutes and 30 seconds left. So your time, I think it's 20 seconds, right? So you have 20 seconds for the match. So if you're playing online with somebody and it's, you know, you guys are taking your time or...
Oddish
just died.
Ooh, sorry, Oddish.
So you can actually, it's a time match. There's also time limits for people choosing. Like I have 1 minute and 26 seconds to choose my next Pokemon to send out. So, send this guy out.
Oh, I was sneaking and peeking.
Screen looking?
Screen looking.
Screen looking. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I think the only way I could beat you, I think, is attacking you with
Mew.
Yeah.
No, Nidoran.
Come on.
Mr. and Mrs. Nidoran are very strong.
If Sloth loves Baby Ruth, his best friend loves... Oh my god, wait.
Who knows? I don't even know what you're trying to say right now, to be frank.
From the Goonies.
I think you... Oh, it's from the Goonies?
Yeah, if Sloth from the Goonies loves Baby Ruth, like in the movie, what would his friend love?
I don't remember the Goonies. I watched it when I was a kid. I have no idea.
Topher tried Strella. And do you have any other hints? Now I'm really curious.
Twizzlers!
Twizzlers has raisins?
Yep.
Close.
And milk chocolate? Yeah.
The other chocolate bar named for a baseball player.
No.
I don't know. It's gonna drive me crazy because once he says it, I'll be like, oh, of course.
I have no idea.
Campbell's. Oh, a Chunky? Is it like a Chunky bar?
Chunky is named after a
Chunky.
Go write it. That was the best clue ever.
I'm like,
what does clam chowder have to do with chocolate? And you understood.
I like that.
Oh, you got it. Thank you for the assist.
I don't think I've ever had that before. Because I don't have raisins.
Yeah.
I've ever had one before. Peekaboo's coming out?
Peekaboo is coming out. Why are you screen looking?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have no choice.
Look at Pikachu. Like I'm wearing my hat and outfit, and you're wearing your shirt. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Eevee's gonna get slapped in the face. Double kick. I gotta put up somewhat of a fight. Sorry, Eevee. I'm so sorry. You can sit in my head. It's okay. I'm gonna be like, there's the crazy cat lady. I'll be the crazy Pokemon lady. Ah, she's falling.
Crazy Pokemon lady?
Yep. Ah! I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard of a, Oh, so realtors, if it's the absence of wild battles. We were saying before, we actually don't mind it. I don't know if anybody in our chat would agree or not. I kind of like the fact that we can walk around and choose who we want to go after, and then it's kind of fun to try to figure out how to catch them and aim the Pokeball and throw.
In the beginning, I felt like I thought that I was gonna miss it. I really did, because it's part of the thing that makes Pokemon like that's specific. To your Pokemon experience. So I thought I was going to miss it, but actually, once I got used to it, it's very freeing.
Yeah.
Because you can choose who you want to be bothered with and who you don't. And it's actually really great because if you do get multiples, you can end up just giving it to Professor Oak and getting candy in return. So it's a really nice balance, I think.
And there's Mew, who is exclusive to the Pokeball Plus, who's coming out here to avenge Eevee, who, as Andy said, ran away after being defeated. It's so cute and a little sad at the same time.
And there goes my characters.
No, I think you got me on this. He's my last Pokemon.
Ooh.
I'm out. I think you beat me.
My other guys are like 3, so I just gotta get rid of Mew.
And there's no items in this.
Yeah, you can't heal.
You can press run though, so I could run away from you right now.
Oh my gosh.
How aggravated would you be if it was like, Danny ran?
I think it's just for, you basically just play for bragging rights because you don't actually win anything in these battles.
Yeah, it doesn't keep track of like who you battled or anything that we could see. So I see. So you said you tried Pokemon.
Oh my gosh, so close.
You said you tried Pokemon 3 times, couldn't get into it. I never cared for the grind. Maybe Santa will pick it up for my Fortnite monster. I think your son would love it. And we were showing before, which I could actually jump into yours and show. You could play 2 players on one screen. Once Felia whoops my butt, I could jump in if you don't mind for a second to show.
Of course.
Look at you.
I finally beat you.
Good game.
Yeah.
Look how angry Danny is.
Oh, screen cap. I missed it.
Boo. You had 3 Pokemon left, so I got to train a little more, is what I'm learning.
I figured out a strategy. The Nidoran is really powerful, like strong.
Yeah.
So that's why I was able to beat you this time. Last time I didn't realize.
So for Real Jersey Frank, can I see this one real quick?
Of course.
Peekaboo ate a leaf.
Bye.
So for families and such, something you could play with your son, you could jump on as player 2 to come and go as you please, and just pretty much help out player 1 without having to do the grind yourself.
Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry.
Pikachu not like that.
I don't like that. I could never figure out what the
I think it changes every time.
I'll give him belly rubs.
So you have the female Pikachu. You have the heart tail.
I do. I'll just give belly rubs. There you go. And he's fully happy. I love that. So cute. And there's something else here. I am dying to find out what that does.
Even he was. He did
the
whole...
Like,
co-op is through the main campaign. We'll show you right now. So there's a symbol it's a 2-character symbol. If I shake the controller, I jump right in, and I am using Felia's Pokemon now, and I'm on the same screen as her.
So I can show you. I'll just change that if I want to give you, say,
who would I have with me?
Nidoran? Move Pokemon.
I think I have it already for some reason.
Oh, you do?
I got Bellsprout now.
Oh, okay.
So I have Bellsprout behind me, and Felia has her. So if you want to run into somebody, we can show you battles as well. Is somebody looking for a battle?
Oh, sure. Like a person battle or catching a Pokemon?
Both.
I think I cleared out all the people already here.
So player 2 can't
I'm trying not to get in like a fight with anybody.
So I could run around it, but I can't touch Pokemon and like start a battle. But I could run through the grass.
I think I've already battled all these people. Yeah.
See if I come back in. So I could shake. You could shake the controller to come in, and then you could shake the controller to leave. So if you want to back out of your game, if you're playing with your son, you can just shake the extra controller. So here's how you catch with 2 players. So player 2 has the option just to throw the ball. We can throw the ball together. So you want to throw it together? So
go.
Excellent. So you can throw the ball at the same time to catch the ball to catch the Pokemon perfectly, or you could each throw the Pokeball on your own. But everything that player 2 is doing is feeding off of player 1's file. So yes, so player 2 is 2-player is good for a really young kid to be.
Absolutely, that's kind of like the best scenario, I think.
Yes.
Because for an older character, like an older gamer, kind of like if we were playing it together, I would kind of feel like I wish I could do more. Like I would have loved if I can actually bring in my my character from my game and bring it in and
like
then
linking them up.
Yeah. But for younger characters, it's really perfect for that.
And like I said, for especially for you too, with if you don't really enjoy it, like if you are on the fence with Pokemon and you're not too sure how you feel about the grind of it, but you want to just, be a part. If your son's really into it and playing it, you can just kind of jump in, run around, help him catch Pokemon, and then you can just shake the controller and go on your way. So you could kind of be a part of the Pokemon experience, but not have to worry about, playing 100% of the game and grinding the entire time. And And it's nice that you could just kind of just shake the controller and leave too. Yes, it does. That's perfect. Yep.
Jersey Frank. Exactly.
Yes, exactly. Yep. That's exactly true.
And we were talking about for younger players as well. We were talking about the Pokemon thing earlier as well. It's easy to get Pokeballs. You can just buy them at the Pokemart, or you can get them through like using your Pokemon Go app. I mean your Pokeball Plus. Like when you're going.
Well, I don't think
those
count in the game though. The Pokeball Plus, the Pokestops, I think, are for the Pokemon Go.
Oh, you can't bring it in with you?
I don't know. Has anybody tried that yet?
I
think
assumed
when you spin Pokestops, I think you're spinning Pokestops for the Pokemon
Go. We have to test that, because I thought, like, when you take them for a walk, you bring all that stuff back.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be like, you remember how the Pokemon Go Plus?
Yes.
Supposed to be like that, where you can walk around and, like, you know, you could do things without having your phone open. It links to your Pokemon Go.
I just thought because you bring back stuff that you would also be able to bring that back. Oh, that's good to know then.
And unless anybody in our chat's tried it, but I think when it says spinning Pokestops, I think it's for Pokemon Go. Yes, this does have tie-ins with Pokemon Go, but it's optional. You can bring Pokemon you caught with the phone app into this game. If you like, we have that unlocks at a certain town we haven't gotten to yet. So you can do that, but you don't. It's not necessary to play. We're not really big into Pokemon Go where we live. It's very very woodsy, and there's no real Pokemon to catch around here. So we don't actually we're not able to actually like play it as much as we would like. So Andy's saying it was the Pokeball is for Pokemon Go. So when you spin the Pokeball,
good to know.
That's good to know.
I thought that would be an easy way to just like rank them up.
Shake back in real quick.
Let's see. Let me send some Pokemon to Oak. And is there anything else that you guys wanted to know before we end for the night?
Before we end our Pokemon and go battle more?
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys wanted us to check out, or you wanted to find out about the game that we can check out together right now?
Yeah, I mean, the Pokeball Plus right now we have is charging up. The Pokeball Plus is a really cool accessory. Like I said, the hardest part is the fact that not all buttons are accessible to you, but there are some workarounds within the menu you can try. The Y button is the shake, so you have to shake for the Y button. And then A and B is the control stick and the top of the Pokeball Plus. The fact that you can hear the Pokemon in it is really, really cool. It fits nicely in our hands. Like, I actually don't mind playing. I started playing the game with it, which would have been nice. Actually, Ludermaster saying, are you guys going to complete the game on stream? I think we might on the file.
Yeah.
I think on that, we're going to have the other file where we have Marshall and Felia.
Oh my gosh.
With Eevee Wonder. That will probably continue playing. That'll be our stream file. But if anybody wants to, like, trade any Pokemon with us or battle with us, we'll come on with our regular files, too, and play with you guys. Battle and trade, which will be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that, actually.
I am too. I really can't wait till we can trade with you guys. It'll be fun. It's always fun to like have a Pokemon from your friend and like name it based on who your friend is or something. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
I cannot believe he stayed on you the whole time.
I kind of stuffed him in the hood, so he's kind of in there a little bit.
So that is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It launched today. Real quick, we need to give a humongous thank you to Nintendo of America. Again, today we got a box on our doorstep that had these hats in it. We had the plushies in it. It had 2 copies of the game. We got Eevee and Pikachu, and we got a Pokeball Plus. So thank you guys, thank you Nintendo so much. That really made our day.
It really did. We didn't know that FedEx was actually able to somehow make it to our house, even though there was snow everywhere.
Yes.
So we're so glad that FedEx showed up.
Yes, to the FedEx guy who trudged up the whole driveway. We shoveled around the cars, but before our plow came, for the guy who trudged through, thank you. MVP.
Exactly.
So,
and this was such a big surprise. We were not expecting to get all these extra goodies, and also both Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee so we can try both out. So we really, really appreciate that. So thank you so much, Nintendo.
Yeah, so let us know if you guys have any other questions about the game. We love to answer them. So guys, remember, as always, gaming is... Oh, you got... sorry, your game of Pidgey just attacked her in the game. So guys, remember, as always, gaming is better together. We hope you have a wonderful weekend, guys. Bye guys!
Have a good weekend.
Bye!
Bye! Have a good night!